As summer approaches, we won't discourage you from drinking slushies, but we sure will judge you. This is the perfect pour.
Thank you so much.
I'm not going to judge anybody having a slush.
Silently in the corner, judging.
Not silent. No, loudly.
Nope.
Loudly.
What the fuck did you just order?
Blatantly.
It's called a refreshing beer made into a kid's drink, and I like it. Welcome to the Perfect Pour! It's a show about things fun to beer geeks. I am Mikey.
I'm the Nick.
And I'm Rad Stacy.
We're gonna be
not ordering slushies.
Oh, nobody's drinking a slushie here. Boring.
Ice crystals, no go. No go.
What?
Flavor crystals.
Every single crystal has its own shape. It's unique. Fuck off. We're not doing
this
that.
This is Fresno. It's refreshing to have a slushie.
It is
Your
not.
beer slushed.
I'm being
refreshed.
refreshed.
Do you have anything that I can't taste because it's super frozen? Awesome.
You can still taste
What do you have that I could drink in my jacuzzi when it's hot outside?
You like the fire up the jacuzzi. It's 105.
That's right.
Jack up
I gotta keep cool while in my jacuzzi.
Let's see if we can get the jacuzzi temperature above the air temperature. Let's go.
Are we calling it a slush koozie?
Slush koozie.
It instantly melts.
I dripped some down my chin and my chest, but that's okay. I just splash it off with the jacuzzi water. It's fine.
That's the only way you can have a cold beer in a Fresno summer is if you have it slushed, and then by the time you get to your table, it's melted. It's a regular beer.
Yeah.
Here's a marketing idea. I'm rushing for slushing. Here in the know.
Oh no. That seems problematic to do a Russian tie-in.
Summer rush day.
Promotional Russian tie-in. Which, by the way, apparently Heineken has been investing in Russia, and then when then Russia invades Ukraine, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we'll stop doing that," and everyone's like, "Okay." Apparently they're still doing it. They're just like, "Yeah, we'll still keep investing in Russia, giving Russia money." Like, cool. I wonder how Lagunitas is feeling about this whole merger now. Like, oh, great. Our parent company is involved in Russia. Cool. This is from a fucking Marin fucking hipster a liberal guy. Sold his brewery to Heineken, who's involved with Russia.
Yay.
Well, maybe it's a covert operation.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. We're like, yeah, we'll give him some money, but we're going to find out some stuff that you guys want to know.
Maybe.
Oh,
maybe
filtering
the next
back to the US.
Yeah, maybe the next like anti-aircraft strikes we see are like sponsored by Heineken. Who knows?
They got Heineken's
tiny bombs. Cool. They're Heine bombs.
They were so tiny Heine bombs, and they didn't make it. It's cool, guys.
They didn't make. We should have not sent the 00 alk. Bombs.
Oh my god! Yeah, 0 alcohol.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I can't even tell you the last time I had a Heineken, so whatever.
Oh
god, that would be horrible now. Like
at least 2000.
I never liked Heineken. I'll say right now, I just never did. That was one of the this is pre craft beer days. That was a beer that I was just like, no, I don't go with that.
I drank Heineken when Starline ran out of Newcastle.
Oh wow, that's a while ago. You didn't try to order some Rolling Rock because I know that they have.
Oh yeah, that was my go-to was roll.
What's the other green bottle?
I love gold. I did drink a lot of Rolling Rock at Starline.
Yeah, who hasn't?
Yeah,
you're not a true Fresno.
They have those pretty, such pretty doors, refrigerator doors, and you see that glowing green bottle.
Yeah,
it's like
glowing.
Like I want to roll down that rock. Hand it to me. Down.
And they're like really easy beers to drink, and
so going back,
I'm not checking you out. I'm looking at the doors.
Yeah. Yeah, the bartender girl's just like, can I help you? I'm like, can you move? I'm trying to look at the fucking door.
That'll be $2.50, sir.
Oh,
just to look.
So expensive. I can get this for $1 at Albertsons.
Going back to the Heineken thing, though, like Heineken is known for like sponsoring some real fucked up shit anyways. Like I remember seeing like back in the day, like probably 10, 15 years ago, I remember them getting called out for having their banners plastered all over like this like dog fighting thing as well.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, people were like, "Oh shit,
dog
like,
fighting sponsored by
like, hey,
Heineken."
Like, yeah, and it was everywhere. It was like brought to you by, and I'm like, wow, they're like, oh yeah, you've got a thing where people are paying to get in and they're drinking a beer.
Heineken marketers are just like, what? You have an event? Yeah, we have an event. All right, we'll send you a banner over right away. Do you want to know what we're doing? Nah, I don't care. We're gonna send you a banner. Just put it up. This is all we ask.
I'm telling you.
Whatever you're doing, put up a banner.
Is this an extreme sport? Just call it an extreme sport.
Yeah, we're doing an extreme sport. Say no more. Yeah, but I want to tell you, nope, I don't want to know what it's about. I'm going to send you a banner. It's going to say Heineken on it. You're going to look real pro. Just don't worry about it. I'm like, all right.
2012 Heineken banners and dogfighting photo. Yeah. It's out there. The
internet doesn't forget.
The internet does not forget. People were up in arms, just like the whole Bud Light thing. People were up in arms for like 3 weeks, and they're like, "Well, whatever. It was only $3 at the bar, so that's what I got."
Well, now, Miller Lite got in trouble because they had a commercial where, they were making fun of the bikini girls that used to rule.
So. Not making fun. They were just saying, hey, recycle it. Recycle your bikini clad like posters and shit. Which I don't know. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I never did any bikini promos, and I probably sold more beer for it. So
I don't know. You could I think you could have sold some ends. Could have got some nice I don't know, fat tire ends.
Yeah, I think there's a very specific clientele for like the 6 foot tall, super alabaster chick in a bikini where you have to wear sunglasses to even come to the event to not like burn your corneas. They're out there. I'm sure. It does.
There's a niche market.
Sound weird to have a craft brewery like New Belgium
fat tire
that to have like bikini girl like. It is like what's that? Craft breweries having bikini girls. Hi, would you like to try some fat tire, guys? Like
I always had the joke that our bikinis would be made out of like hemp, right? Like just a real uncomfortable and like kind of see through, but we'd be like limping because it was like really like
squirming,
weird. Like it's really itchy.
See, it's okay because it's uncomfortable.
It's all natural, super green. It's wind-powered bikinis.
Oh, it's the wind power. We just run around.
I'm just saying, Fat Tire might not have had to change their formula.
It's the first carbon-neutral bikini with carbon-neutral beer.
Bikini girls were present.
Already in
some organic banana hammocks for the guys, maybe.
Sure. I offered that up all the time.
By the way, during the tailgating, I drank one called Citra's Good, a West Coast IPA from Movement Brewing Company that Wazoo Corvette donated to the show. And then I had an AleSmith Session 394, the Tony Gwynn beer. Look at you. Yeah.
Oh my God.
That one's
we shopped the same place.
The Pint Stuff. We shopped the same place. The place where the Pint Stuff and Wazoo donates beer to us. And now I'm drinking, and now in Russia, beer opens you. Green Cheek Brewing Company's Noodles on the Wall from the Pint Stuff. And it's very nice. Very nice pale ale.
Hail.
So what are you drinking?
Well, hail
Stacy.
with that pale.
Stacy, what are you drinking?
Yeah, with your big old like soup cup.
I love it.
Get my nose all
The thing
up
about
in
it is, it's this big listener. That's this big clear like soup glass coffee cup thing, and you can pour in a whole 16-ounce beer without having to stop. You can just pour it, and the head will go right up to the rim and won't go over. It's great.
That is really something. You really thought this through. I
did.
I like it.
Wow.
So like you, I haven't gone on to all the other beers that you're now having, but I started with the session 394 by AleSmith. I really like it. You know, it finishes quick, which a session should. I've also had a little bit of wine. Shocking, I know. God. Yeah, I dig it. By the Pint Stuff.
The Pint Stuff.
First one was a sweet one. Okay, I had to do it again just for the show.
Oh, man.
The Pint Stuff.
No fingers on the edit button.
Yeah, don't edit me out on this one.
We'll
San Diego style session pale ale. Here, Doug, try it. You tell me if you like it. We're gonna get the.
What is this?
It is the AleSmith 0.394 session pale ale.
It's a Tony Gwynn reference. Does Doug know baseball? He'll get.
Doug does not know baseball. Neither of us do. We think that's shit stupid.
All right then.
Way to get canceled, Stacy.
I'm not gonna get canceled. Whatever.
Just see the reaction you get next time you walk into Grizzly Stadium.
Hey, you know what? Doug says it's a home run.
All right. It's a solid double down the middle.
Mad.
What did you say?
I said it doesn't make me mad.
Oh, it does not make him mad. So you know what?
That's a Matt
it's a
kind of
peaceable
review.
kingdom here tonight.
All
Nobody's mad. That's good.
Sweet.
That's his highest rating. Doesn't make me.
That's a pretty high rating.
That may as well be 5 out of 5. So
It's kind of hard for things to not make a person mad these days. So that is a high rating.
not around here. Yeah, it's whew, legit. No,
right.
It's good. I like
What
it.
do you have, Nick?
I like a beer that finishes quick. So.
Yeah, just gets out of the way, so let you get to the next one.
Let me get on with my life.
Yeah,
you know?
let me go.
We call that the dine and dash.
What are you having, Nick?
What are you having?
I'm having my tailgate beer was an Urban Roots Imperial Breakfast Stout with cardamom and vanilla beans. Question mark. Good morning, son.
S-U-N or S-O-N?
Cool S-O-N.
Okay.
Cool 11.3%. You know, no big deal. Session. Now I opened the Turbo Team from Movement Brewing Company. Both of these are Wazoo beers. Thank you.
Wazoo!
Would you like
Turbo
Doug to
Team
come?
is a what?
I was gonna say, would you like Doug to come over and tell you how they really are? You can head over right now.
All the beers.
I'm just kidding.
See if we can make him mad finally.
Head up. He can
This
head up.
makes me angry.
Angry.
Does he come north of Shaw though?
Hulk smash.
He does if there's money involved, for sure.
If there's cash or alcohol, he'll come north of Shaw.
Cash
Kausha
or
Hall.
bourbon?
I have both.
Oh yeah, he
You
probably
have
comes.
cash?
Significantly more bourbon than cash.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
That's why
Good
you don't
ad.
have cash, because of all the bourbon.
That's yes. You see the problem.
All right,
Nice.
Nick? What do you have for us to talk about?
All right. Style watch.
Oh yeah.
Cold IPAs are out. Dry ice IPAs are in.
Dry ice.
what the fuck? What?
Oh yeah. Cold IPAs are not cold enough.
No,
We need dry ice IPAs.
We
What?
need to eliminate all
Explain.
oxygen.
Yes.
And what?
I don't know.
Is it for real called Dry Ice IPA?
No, this is
Holy
I'm
shit,
fucking
dude.
with
I'm
it.
about to like freak
Come
out right
on,
now.
Nick.
Okay.
Stop
I'm like,
messing
we're-
with us, man.
I was about to like break the internet.
I was about to go take a bat to the internet because I'm a baseball.
Man. All right. So why are cold IPAs something?
Think of the possibilities, dry ice. Because when you crack the beer, like that fog just oozes out of the lid.
So if we are going to do that, though, can we call it Dry Ice PA?
Yes, we can.
Do you know what
it comes with
IPA
special
stands
gloves
for?
so you don't burn your hands.
I stands for ice. You guys. Just
Ice
so you know.
PA.
Ice
Pale Ale.
Ice precious ale.
Precious.
Yeah. No.
I love it. I'm in.
So how long did
I
that
won
last?
best.
So I first learned of cold IPA on like episode
No, they're still
500.
going strong.
Okay. So if they were out, I was like, that was quick.
Yeah, they're in.
Oh, I was just fooling around.
You should like cold IPAs, Stacy, because they got the the lager yeast or something. You know, I don't know.
Lager yeast.
Lager.
Yeah, I mean it's true.
Well, so what is this a real thing? Then are you just
No, this is
lying
not
to
a real
us?
thing. I was just trying to get you guys all riled up.
I am riled up now.
You're down.
Freaking
Work.
shit.
Yeah, that's what we need is being riled up.
You know I've got a heart condition.
You know I'm old.
Well, now I do.
We talked about this on the
I'll be cautious
tailgate.
with
How
my
old
tomfoolery
I
in the
am.
future.
So,
Let's see, dry ice blasting machines.
Are you just completely making up a thing to fuck with us? Is that what you did, Nick?
I'm
It's
trying
gonna be
to.
a thing now. Freaking dry ice
Like
IPA. Somebody's making it right.
I'm trying to
doing
see
a-
if I could start a trend.
Are
That's
you,
what I'm
are
trying
you
to do.
doing
I
a
want to
bit
start
now? Is this real?
a trend.
Dry ice
This is
IPA.
real.
Which
Yeah, you
is
ain't
real?
had-
Dry ice IPA or
It's so cold you can't taste it.
a
It actually burns your skin off. That's how cold it is.
Yeah, you need special gloves to handle it.
This is
dry
gonna be a good
ice
April Fool's.
IPA or
Sorry.
oil pan stout, oil pan aged stout.
Yes, I have an oil pan. Would you like to experiment
Yeah. You want to age your stout in the oil pan?
in the oil pan?
That is so foul. But I'm down to
Well,
see
you get
people
notes-
try it and tell me
of-
how great it
I
is.
get notes of Pennzoil.
Yeah. Oh no, Pennzoil's got Teflon. It's bad for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
so we
all the
get
cans-
Because
people
that's
into
the
this-
reason not to age your beer.
All the cans have a plastic lining, so everything's bad for you.
All right.
No, that's not for real.
No, but
Plastic
I
lining.
saw it on YouTube. A chemist. He's like, I heard there's a plastic lining in cans. I want to see. So he put this can in a chemical that only ate the aluminum away, and it
Mhm.
left. And what was left was a very thin plastic bag in the can.
Yeah, and so the fact that thin plastic was left behind meant that it did not get consumed. Like we don't have that chemical in our body to break down the plastic.
Oh, okay.
What?
Well,
Chill out, everybody.
But like,
Fucking
didn't
chill out.
didn't the plastic like eke into my
I cannot
beer,
chill.
Rad Stacy?
Not any more than the freaking cover on your microphone can or your glasses or the air that you breathe in
The
Fresno.
microplastics in my microfiber towels
You use microfiber towels?
for everything.
I
Yes,
used
Weirdo.
everything.
I
that
filter
could
my
get
beer
into
through it.
lungs.
that's
Yeah.
right. My dry ice PA.
It's cold,
This
cold microfiber filtered.
microfiber filtered. 1 million microns per inch.
Wow, no,
This
I think
episode's gonna get
I
so many
think
hits.
glass bottles took a victory there. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, those are lined with plastic on the inside too.
No,
I'm just kidding. They're not. That I know of.
we lined
Wow.
these
Just like, oh
glass.
shit.
We lined
She
it.
told
We
me
found out how to make glass better.
Yeah, we'll line it with plastic.
We put a plastic bottle inside the glass bottle.
It's all bad for you, but I have news, man. You don't live long enough for any of that shit to really
Yeah,
affect you in
that's
the
true.
long term.
But yeah,
There's
because
a whole lot of
because,
other
like,
shit that you
no,
can
Are
express
you
humans-
that's
saying
worse.
life is short?
humans have never lived longer than they
Yes.
have now. In the history of Earth, humans have not lived longer than
Yeah.
they do now. So why are we stressing about
And
that?
And we're really not meant to, guys. Like, this shit is burdensome over on the other side of 40. It's weird.
I'm making it to 100. I got to make it to that triple digit.
It's gruesome over here.
Betty White tapped out before 100. I can do better than Betty White.
Good. You should. Well, my husband always says, he's like, listen, he's like, the warranty's up at 35. All right. Everything after that is bonus.
Yeah.
So, I feel like
house money.
Like, this is great.
Did he travel here from 1895?
Yeah.
Probably.
Let me tell you something, guys.
Warranty's up. I'm like, oh, this hurts. Like, well, it doesn't fucking matter. You can't go to the shop. Your warranty's up. It just is what it is at this point.
Yeah. We live in America.
Guys. Listeners, not to make it depressing.
We live in America. If you have something wrong with your body, you can't go to the doctor. You can't pay for it. So it doesn't. So you just gotta deal with it.
Oh, don't I know? I have a procedure next week, and they're like, anyways, you owe us like $2,000. I'm like, wow, with insurance. Yeah. I'm like, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Insurance just takes off a little percentage of it for you.
So my husband thought it would be really, really funny to ask the listeners to call in and guess what I'm having done.
Well, we didn't want to broach that.
Call in.
We didn't want to go there, but if anyone wants a voicemail fodder next week.
I am not. Fresno Surgical Center. It's all legit.
It's legit.
But yeah.
It's not somebody's SUV in a Walmart parking lot.
What do you mean I only have one kidney? Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Stacy's all, hi, Dr. Nick.
Hi, Dr. Nick.
It's nothing super serious, but yeah, if you want to call in and speculate, I think it'd be really funny. So let me know what you think.
All right. There you go. Stacy, open the door. You want to just quickly guess. You don't have to take up a whole 3 minutes talking about what Stacy's possible procedure is.
Or you know what? Call in and say what you think I ought to have done. I mean, shit.
You're like, well, I hope it's this.
You'll let me know.
Well, we like you and all, but them eyebrows, they might need a tweak.
I tell you what, if you think they're bad now, you should see them before I do anything to them. They're like hedges. Like, I have to call the gardener. Telling you. Come on in.
There's a 2-stroke involved in that procedure.
I love your facial topiaries.
Some other things, Nick.
Amazing.
We did mention they are now in recovery mode. They're now going to print ultra right-wing labels for the next round.
One extreme to the other.
What are they gonna have?
They're going camouflage.
Camo cans.
Camo cans to try and regain some of their lost followers.
You get me, but like camo cans, they give me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's overcorrect.
Now we're gonna see a whole bunch of hippies like running that shit over with their Prius instead of like the big trucks.
I'm gonna laugh if the Prius gets stuck on the can.
I thought you said this was all-wheel drive. Yeah.
Yeah. It takes all the wheels to drive it.
Can't even make it over.
No, they're gonna.
Yeah.
No, what you would do is, so you would drain pour all, but you would have to. You would drain pour them into your plants so that your plants could get some beer nutrients, and then you would recycle the cans properly. That's how you get them.
So that means recycling them properly. You make sure that you get in there and peel that plastic lining off on the inside.
On the inside.
Yes.
And then you'll have to eat all the plastic lining just to take it for the environment.
Yeah. And you have to use your own body heat to melt it off too. You can't use any fossil fuel heating with
No.
Like,
don't do that.
Put them under your
don't be an
arms
idiot
all day, and then they'll melt off.
Coal power is only illegal in America.
That's
Every
right.
other country, it's fine.
I hear though, if you like split the can open and flatten it out and lay it right on top of the Prius battery, that will kind of start to melt it off a little bit.
Yeah. Please make sure you cover both contacts on the battery. That'll save us a lot of time.
I just opened up a There Does Not Exist Hellas Lager.
What the hellas is going on here?
Given directly to me by Tony Bags.
Tony Bags actually gave it to you?
In Pasadena.
What? He did like you were like an account and he like dropped off.
No, I was in Southern California for work and he said, "Hey, I am here too," because he lives in, the LBC, me.
Does he live in Long Beach right now?
Little Rad Stacy from Pasadena.
It was him from Pasadena. But he was like, "Hey, let's meet at Holly's
Stacy from
Drinkers
Pasadena.
Hall of Fame."
Sorry, go ahead.
Holly's Drinkers Hall of Fame.
Well, the old Beach Boys.
Okay.
Fan.
It was so dark in there. That's cash only.
That's the way he likes it. Dark and cash only. That's Tony Bags likes to meet dark cash only places.
Yeah. So, but he was like, "Hey, let me give you some samples for your husband." And I was like, "I'm gonna drink these."
I'll get him to him.
Sure. Hellas is really, really good. Yeah, nice. Easy.
Had it.
Little silvery. I like it. It's good. I think I've had it before too, but it was cold.
Thanks, Tony Bags.
Thanks, Tea Bags.
Did Tony Bags know you were on the Perfect Pour?
He did.
Oh, okay.
And then he also asked, he's like, "Did you really get tickets to Fireside Walk Invitational?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Yeah, I did." And he was like, "What kind of tickets?" And I said, "Media tickets." And he was like, "Whoa. You know that like the whole, you had to go to Fresno thing." I was like, "Yeah, I fucking know. Who gives a shit?" So Mikey, you're going to go, right? You're coming? I don't know. Put you on the spot.
It's so weird. The audio was broken up right there.
Oh my God. Don't, because I want to have shirts made that say, "We came from Fresno, ew."
Oh, we came from Fresno. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Nobody would.
I can't believe we came
nobody
from
would.
Fresno,
Nobody would come up to us and bother us the whole time. That's what would be the great thing. They would be fucking scared shitless. Those little white coastal people wouldn't know what the fuck to do, and they would be scared shitless. Oh my God, Fresno people, don't go up to them.
The cut fools. Yeah, because with Media Pass, there's no metal detector. Around that side.
Oh yeah.
So, just so you know.
Yep. So somebody came up to me. I was like, "Oh yeah, no metal detector, huh? They didn't have a metal detector." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I guess they didn't. Have a nice day." Yeah, you have a nice day too.
You just decided that it was going to be a nice day for you.
Yeah,
sir.
I'll have a nice day. I don't need you to tell me to have a nice day. I'll have a nice day all on my fucking own. Okay.
I decide who's going to have a nice day.
You don't tell me to have a nice day. Okay.
Well, we just got the schedule. Super awesome. Get to go to what I really think is shitty about that schedule, though, is it says, "Come to the Ravine Water Park. Sorry, no water attractions will be available to you." And I'm like, why the fuck are we here?
This is the only
and also,
space
you just try to keep me out of the wave pool, okay? I don't care.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
How much green slime is on top
like,
of
I'm going to not go over there. Like, I'm not going to have 3 beers and go over there. In hell.
Well,
I'm from Fresno, bitch. I can go where I want. Oh my God! Look at the Fresnans in the water park having fun.
Water park. My husband and I were married in the lazy river.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't like a legit ceremony.
Bohemian.
But we were told that the only way to undo it was to go backwards in the lazy river, and I'll tell you, that shit's really hard. So we were like, well, I guess we're married.
Yeah. Wow. That's a lot of paddling. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah. And my husband only half tried to. I was like, don't you even try to freaking swim backwards right now. This is it. Like you're in.
It's like,
deep.
I want to see if I could do it. I just need to know.
Try and survive.
You just try to swim against this current while we have five pints of beer in us. Try not to pee in the lazy river.
Don't do it.
What?
I didn't pee in the lazy river.
That's all right. They
they got blue dye for that, right?
They chlorinate the shit out of it. I mean, you could smell the chlorine from like 3 blocks away.
Have you ever been to the Ravine Water Park?
No.
In Paso Robles?
Why would I do that?
Paso de Robles.
Why would I go to Paso Robles for a water park when I have Clovis Lakes right here, Rad Stacy?
You don't go to Clovis.
Well, okay, I don't, but I could go if I wanted to. No, I go to the one on 99. We have a beautiful water park right on the highway.
The island with zero shade.
The island
and
water
zero
park.
Good times.
Go to the island.
I've been there once my entire life.
I tried to sell them 805 and they were like, I don't know. And I was like, do you not like money? Like, are you kidding me?
They were like, I don't know.
This is a water park on the west side of Fresno. You're not.
You're like, wait, what? You thought it was going to be like the easiest thing you've ever done in your career was to go to a water park and tell them, I'm going to bring you 805 beer. You're welcome. Here are the details. 100%. You're just going to walk in and you're going to be like, I'm from Firestone Walker /805. And they're like, oh, thank God you're here. We've been waiting for you.
I really thought that.
And they're like, whoa, I don't know, bro.
You're like, oh, no, we have Heineken, though.
We've got a big Russian contingent here. They love Heineken for some reason.
It was wild. Yeah, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. And I never tried to sell to them again. I was like, I shouldn't have to try that hard to sell anybody in Fresno 805. That's it.
Oh, wow. I never thought about that, how easy it was for you to just be 805. You're just like...
I feel like I was there for charity. Honestly, I was like...
You're like, man.
I've got spare time. I sell so much.
I had 5 minutes. I decided to come in. I decided to bless you by coming into your establishment and saying that, yes, I will bring kegs to you. You're welcome.
Yeah, I was like, you have zero shade and a bunch of people who are super thirsty. Like, obviously, you need 805.
Right? Oh, a water park in Fresno. How do you want to design it? Well, let's make sure we don't have any shade. All right, and no shade. Let's have imported beer. Okay.
And all the walkways need to be black.
Let's have as much. Let's get a lot of asphalt. Okay, asphalt sounds good. What else? I think we're good. I think that'll do it.
Yeah. For sure.
And 6 months out of the year, we'll just completely ignore the real estate and just let the weeds grow and let everything just build up. And then we'll worry about it when we open up in the summer.
Yeah, so you understand Central Valley water parks. That's great.
Yeah.
Wait, did you have any more culture, Nick? We hijacked that shit. I have one thing, but I gotta wait till you're done because it's a doozy.
It's a doozy. There was two things. I'll make them brief because one I can't find. My sister was telling me there's a new craft beer bar opening in Clovis.
There's always a new craft beer thing.
I know. Clovis. Well, guess what? This is where we're at.
God dang.
Fresno is dumb and won't let places open. So.
But if you can stay on the bar stool for more than 8 seconds, you get a free
you get a free Heineken.
Fucking Bronco.
Oh, look at that. Let's see if we can do it. 8 seconds. So anyways, put the timer on.
Until we find out what that is, if more local talk, if you're bored Friday night, I mean this evening, because it's Friday morning, and you want to have a craft beer and stare at a hot rod, Crow and Wolf will be hosting was a single hot rod.
A single hot rod, okay.
A single hot rod.
One hot rod.
The kickoff party for the Clovis Old Town Motorama this weekend. I'm sure there will be more than one hot rod.
Clovis Old Town Motorama, one hot rod. Come out and see Crow and Wolf. one hot rod. It's a doozy, though. It's a great hot rod. You're going to want to see it, folks. It's a good hot rod. One really, really good hot rod. You're going to want to give it a good look, walk around it a little bit, look at the doors, say, wow, look at that. That's a nice paint job. You're going to see it, and it's going to be really good. One good hot rod. You're going to go home. You're going to tell your uncle. You're like, I saw a hot rod today, uncle. He's like, what kind of hot rod? I was like, I don't know. I think it's a Chevy 57 something or another. He was like, oh, yeah, that's a good hot rod. And I said, yeah, it was a good hot rod. It was one hot rod. So go out there, Crow Wolf, Clovis, California. So see it, the best hot rod you've ever seen. Go fucking see it.
You better be dead or in jail, and if you're in jail, break out.
If you're in jail, break out now.
Coming back from the dead to do that announcement.
I feel like I have to go now.
Oh, now you gotta go.
Well,
you're gonna be. We're all gonna be in Clovis on Saturday, apparently.
It's
Jesus.
true. So I may as well just go on Friday, stay the night, and just
camp out. Go to that cemetery that's on Herndon and Peach or something.
Villa.
Just hang out there for the night, do some ghost hunting, and then wake up and go closing.
You can hunt for ghosts all you want. The thing about it is they're hard to trap because you can't kill them twice.
Oh,
that's the thing about ghosts. It's fucked up.
I don't know. I saw this movie that they feel like they trapped them pretty well. You just gotta have the right kind of trap.
Plasma blaster.
Oh, don't cross the streams.
Yeah, you don't want to
cross
do
the
that.
streams.
I learned that.
And you need a ambulance.
Guys, all right, listen up. So
All
speaking
right.
of Clovis, there's a brewery for sale.
What?
Yeah, there's a brewery in Clovis for sale.
Oh no!
It is 559.
What? They're for sale?
Yes.
Shit is for sale.
Finally gonna dip.
All right.
It's like, bros, I'm gonna dip on this.
Listen, guys, let's go
Hold on.
listeners. Send your money, $135,000.
I'm not gonna buy
Very
a
much.
Clovis brewery.
Cashing out the 401k.
I am not gonna endorse any listener to buy this.
No, it's still we were talking about wow, that's kind of dirt cheap, right? Like 135,000. I feel like there's a stipulation, it comes with the guy,
You've got to keep
it's only
the same brewer.
$135,000, but you have.
I
to
will guide you on how to brew
the
this
brewer.
beer for the next 10 years.
I'm like, if I can sanitize the brewer and the whole place, I might consider it. 135K, guys. Old Town Clovis, 559. It is for sale. That is your cultural fucking news for the day to me.
Wait, can I take that? Can I take that license and move it to Fresno?
No.
Oh,
well, I don't know. You probably could, but it'll always have the 559.
Or different part of Fresno County that's not Clovis. Yeah, it'll always have that stink on it. Red, white, and blue.
How much of the slow brew do you get partnership?
None. There was never a partnership. They were just contract brewing for them. There was never
That's not what I saw. That's not what I.
Slow brew.
Really?
Slow brew had
was there
some
ownership
good.
in it? Oh shit!
Slow brew had some good concerts there.
Just arrogance, no ownership.
Yeah, I mean arrogance will get you far. To a Pacific point.
A Pacific point.
Yeah. Fucking wow. Yeah, I found that out today. I got all these hey, did you know? And I'm like, I don't want to know these people at all.
Why are you ruining my life?
Stop. Leave me alone. Yeah.
Well,
I was having a good day.
I was having such a good day until you mentioned that.
But that's good news, probably. So
maybe unless some other what if somebody worse buys
doubt it.
That's
because
if you guys
Challenge accepted.
What if?
Come on,
there are so many assholes with money out there. So many.
There in beer, it's only a small percentage. There's people
what?
I get that craft beer. I get that craft beer is not completely void of assholes because I know they're there and I understand there is a percentage, but for the most part. Beer people are cool. So, it can't get worse.
I really need you to just get a craft beer job where you interface with distributors for like 6 months and then come at me and tell me
I'm not going to do that.
What your new opinion is.
It sounds like you said the sentence you said, you mentioned job, and I totally stopped listening.
Sorry.
After that.
That sounds stressful.
Yeah.
Maybe it's with a soft J, yob.
Yeah.
The yob.
The yob.
Yeah, a lot of people in beer in general, whether it's craft or macro, are really, really cool. And then there's the 559s of the world that just like ruin everything.
Ruin our rep, man.
They're probably going to come after me right now. They're probably listening to this going like, that's it, slander. That's just my opinion, guys.
That is
you
just
can't
Rad
come after
Stacy's opinion.
I can't go on trial for my thoughts, all right?
Yeah.
I would be on death row. If I was convicted for my thoughts.
Convicted for thoughts. Do you have any other culture, Nick or Stacy?
No.
Nick, I feel like you're building.
I am all cultured out.
Okay.
I'm now shopping on eBay for Volkswagen parts.
Well, as mentioned, and
I can see it reflecting in your glasses. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Listeners, that's what Nick thinks. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna get some Volkswagen parts here.
That's right. I talked about a car show, then I thought about my car. I was like, I didn't order
see, we distracted him. He's like, you know what? I need things for my car.
Yeah.
I want to be the cool guy at the car show.
Yeah. So culturally, this kind of sucks. I will not be on the show on the 26th next week. I will not be on the show.
Oh, what?
But that's when you're going to call in to tell me what you think I have done. And then on the 30th,
you could call in and think like, why is Rad Stacy not on the show right now?
And then on the June 2nd, I will be back and I'll tell you if any of you were right or wrong. Right. And so
we'll send you a perfect pour button and or sticker.
Yes. But also on the 2nd.
Yeah, buttons.
When you listen, I will be deep in the FWIB Fest. And I was told yesterday when I met up with Tony Baggs, he said, you know what? Barrel Works is fucking dead.
What?
And, culturally, this is a statement made by one person who...
He might have told you that in confidence, Rad Stacy. Don't get Tony Baggs in trouble.
Like, I'm not getting anyone in trouble. He doesn't work for Firestone. Whatever. It's an opinion. But, is sour beer and what sour beer as we know it, because that's really what he was referring to, right? Like that part of breweries. So, like New Belgium, for instance, huge sour beer producer.
Mm-hmm.
And
nobody.
Yeah, I just want to know, like,
nobody gives a shit.
Call in, let me know. Is it dead? Like, are people looking forward to these like 375 cork and cage releases, or are we just like, whatever? Who cares?
Well, I would say like, of course it is, because most of dead is not the right term, but like.
He said dead.
All of craft, all of.
He said it.
All of craft beer is way down on the scale now. And so a subset of craft beer being sours, of course it's like how could it not be? Like the most popular thing in the world, hazy beers and IPAs are down. So how could sours not be completely down?
Right. Well, and I think that's like really the question I'm asking is like, hey, if these things are actually kind of holding the the revenue, right? Like these frontline beers, if you're making these hazies or lagers or whatever your frontline beer is, and then you have this other project, right? Like Buellton and the whole Barrel Works project is a completely separate facility. right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have a completely separate staff. You've got a separate marketing and sales team.
That wild shit messing with their fucking regular brewery.
Right. And so if this was at the onset, this was 5% of your total revenue, right? So you got like 805 and fucking Mind Haze and all this other bullshit is 80% of your production. And then you've got this, sour project that is enormously expensive. You've got yeast strains that you have to keep track of and not infect anything else. You've got a whole like micro lab. You've got all this overhead. And you're just like, well, hopefully all the pizzas that I sell out of this place like can bolster my.
Hopefully somebody will order a sour while they're eating a pizza.
But honestly, like when I look around, I'm just like, nobody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about Barrel Works. Nobody's talking about all the sours coming out. And that was like for craft beer gurus, for the people who were like waiting for new releases, waiting for like the next best thing. You were sitting back going like, when is that next?
Right.
Cool. Barrel aged, spent 3 years with the pellicle on it and like, just really being super well taken care of. They're not going to see any revenue from that. And then craft beer overall is down. So what do you cut? Like what happens?
Oh yeah. You cut the sour.
This is my question at FWIP. I'm like, hey, is it dead, guys? Hey.
That's what you're going to be going around with your Fresno shirt.
That's what's on the back of the shirt. I came from Fresno.
With your Fresno shirt. I came from Fresno to tell you that sour beer is dead, you assholes.
Is sour beer dead?
Yeah, and because it's not something that people drink every day. I love a good sour beer. I split it with somebody, but I'm not like, where can I get a 6-pack of sour beer?
Yeah, no, there's no sour 6-packs.
I think
did Hazy's what?
Kill sour beer.
Sour Sixers.
Oh.
I think it was Bros. Bros killed sour beer.
Bros.
I'm sorry.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, come on, man.
All you brats.
Well, I think it. Come on, it wasn't Bros. It was the not wine, but like
the cocktail people.
Yeah, the hard whatever hard. Insert hard.
The Booch Bros.
And whatever drink, insert hard in front of it is what.
So I think you might be onto something there actually, because I think premix in cans on the go, like freaking road soda, I think had something to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even White Claw.
Yeah. White Claw killed. Like the beginning of White Claw was the beginning of ending craft beer as far as a big thing.
Yeah, can we just say White Claw killed the craft beer store?
White Claw.
We can say that.
Video killed the craft beer store.
So that was my rant.
All right.
On that.
This might be
Not
right. Tony Bags says that sour beer is dead, everyone. So
yeah,
take it up with Tony Bags.
Sour beer.
Our sour heads. Like nobody.
Coors
that's a problem with sour beer drinkers. They don't have a cool nickname. There's no like Sabros or Sours or sour.
Ooh, there should be. Maybe if we got more of like a cult following on craft beer in the sour segment, that it would have more of a following.
Yeah. Sour beer needs to get better marketers.
Sour bros.
Tart tits.
Tarts.
Tart bros.
Tart tits.
Tart tits.
No?
I don't know.
Okay. Just throwing it out. We're just spitballing here.
Does anyone remember Tartastic? The very short-lived tart kind of beer from Belgium.
Tartastic. I don't remember it, but
it's Tartastic, everybody.
I mean, everything has had a tastic. Everything has had a tastic behind it. There's nothing that hasn't had a tastic behind it. It's haze-tastic.
Blech. Tart haze. Why has anyone made a tart hazy? I'm sure that it has been made.
I don't know.
Hazy tart.
I haven't I haven't had it.
Oh, aren't you a hazy little tart?
Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah, I use that line in bars all the time, but never seems to work. Well, our friend that we've never met, Alex Kidd of Don't Drink Beer. We will talk about uncomfortable stuff on the show. Alex, he discovered that he was having some abdominal pains. Went to the hospital, discovered that he has stage 4 colon cancer, and it spread to his liver, and he's going through that right now, and just said that he has a long road ahead of him, and I just want to mention that we're thinking of Alex and Don't Drink Beer, and I know Alex I believe is from Clovis. I know he's from the Fresno area, but I think he's from Clovis, and I think he actually worked at Tioga at least briefly, but lives in Los Angeles.
Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, lives in Los Angeles and has a young family, and he's like huge in craft beer social media, and he's like he's big on the rare beers, and like he organizes like a charity thing every year for like breweries will send him like rare beers that he auctions off for charity every month, and he does amazing reviews of beer, like very unique. Nobody has better I want to say better, but like nobody
his
can review a
like
beer
second to none.
Yeah,
like,
nobody reviews a beer like he does. So it's just and he also has a beer comedy podcast, and All Right's just a really huge asset to craft beer, and
oh my gosh,
it's just crazy that he's younger. He's like, I believe your guys' age group, so it's just crazy that this would happen. That say
our age group like we're super young.
Well, you are younger than I am.
You are young.
I'm old.
We're so young.
I'm old. I remember things.
Holy
you
shit!
guys
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to him. I just like went on his deal, and holy fuck, yeah, that's crazy. I will say that like his wet ass Pilsner video like inspired so much in me. Like I was showing everyone, I'm like, you guys, this is genius.
Yeah, look at
like this is like better than the original song. Yeah, holy shit. Yeah, we'll be reaching out personally, anyone to show support. And if you don't follow Don't Drink Beers, you are missing out on so much amazing content. Yeah.
I don't understand how he's able to do it too. Like he does these he does this bit with when he does unboxing videos on Instagram where he does this like character, and it's insanely funny, and I had messaged him once. I was like, dude, like how I was just like assume like he has to write that before he opens the box because there's so many good jokes he does, and I was like how much writing do you do with that? And he's like, no, I just open the box and go. I'm like, dude, you like those are that's way too funny for you to just do off the cuff. Yeah,
he's quick, man. He's really quick. That's amazing. Amazing what he does. Like, just all of his content. I remember actually I remember vividly, I was on vacation with my husband and my kid. We were up in Northern California, and I was reading his most recent review of Parabola. Uh-huh. And I was just like, you have to fucking read this. Like, it's just so genius how he like freaking both bolstered and put on a pedestal, but roasted the beer at the same time for everything that it's been in the past. And I was so in love with like his review of it. And I just wish him and his family all the best. And I will be reaching out with a private message.
And he just like, he's able to, he like gets, because I think most of the time when he's writing, when he's spoofing, he's spoofing himself, and like he just like gets beer geeks like to a level like only few can understand. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah, because it gets really technical, you know, and I think that is what a lot of people who are in kind of like our wheelhouse of speaking about beer are looking for,
right?
Because we, you know, at the base, let's be real, guys, like we all think it's kind kind of ridiculous.
Well,
no,
yeah.
This is
I hope
serious.
we have
a little bit
sense of humor about ourselves.
But from a humorous standpoint, and we love it. Like you can, like we think our family's ridiculous.
We can,
but we love them, right?
we can be super geeky about something, but also accept that like it's ridiculous at the same time. But also take it serious, but also understand like, yes, I know this is ridiculous, but I'm taking this seriously.
Right.
And
that's all I'm saying.
That's what craft beer is. And
I wouldn't be here if I thought it was really fucking stupid, guys.
Right.
What?
I think it's only just a little bit stupid. That's why I'm here.
Well, we're just having fun.
We're just having fun, guys.
We're having fun.
Well, all right.
Well,
safe travels to Alex, and I hope
yes,
hope he kicks cancer's ass because it's a son of a bitch. And then,
damn.
Let's all take a deep breath.
I do that all day.
It's needed.
Oh shit.
She called me.
No, you didn't hear that.
Okay.
I was like, man, I missed all the voicemails.
If I call you tonight and leave you a voicemail,
Interpretive dance to the voicemails.
will you drink all the beer and tell me you're sorry?
You can get on the show. It's 559-492-0542. That is a regular ass voicemail phone line that you can call 24/7 and leave a message on. Or if you no longer know how to work a phone and call a person with your voice, then you can record something and email to us, or just write an email to us. perfectpourpodcast@gmail.com, and we're gonna check in on the regular voicemails first and see if we got a caller.
What's up, everybody? It's Jay here. So it's Friday morning, so probably guess what that means. I'm down here at TF for another release they have today. Today they're releasing it's called Superdelic 8.5% hazy IPA. They I guess it's
easy
a single hop hazy for New Zealand hop called Superdelic. I haven't heard of it before, but I looked it up. So like the hop profile starts out, it says flavors and aromas of red fruit. I'm not clear if that means like just fruits that are red, like strawberries, cherries, or whatever. Or there is actually a thing called red fruit from New Guinea. I don't know what that's. I can't find anything about it, but so yeah, red fruit, candy, citrus, and tropical fruit are the hop profiles of it. Should be pretty interesting. They always make really good hazy beers. So, Mikey, like you said last week, call in and talk about and hype the beers that come from your area. So,
yeah, bro.
I'm going to talk about, guess what? Templin Family Brewing. So, I just wanted to point out some awards they received recently. So, a few weeks ago down there at the Lagerville Beer Fest down there in Southern California, they actually took home the 2023 Lagerville People's Choice Best Brewery Award. That's pretty cool. People starting to, outside of Utah are starting to realize that, there's good breweries here in Utah. Next up, just yesterday or the day before, was the 2023 World Beer Cup. And so there was a couple Utah winners from there. There was a Grid City Brewing took a bronze for their English-style brown ale. Uinta Brewing took a silver for their American-style cream ale. But the ones that matter to me anyway was TF. So they took a silver in the International Dark Lager category for their Triple Brett. It's an 8.3% oak-aged dark lager aged on Montmorency cherries. It's rested in oak casks for 14 months. And they use a blend of 3 different Brett strains, and it's bottle conditioned with champagne yeast. This is a Brett beer that actually tastes good. Like they know how to make a Brett beer actually taste good, and I'm like
Brett beer
and horse
That's
sweat.
not real.
And the top thing, they want to gold. It's in the juicy hazy strong pale ale, but it's a hazy IPA. It's 6.5%. It's called Squirrel. That's one of their yearly seasonal releases.
Sounds like a U2 album.
That was my nickname in junior high.
It's really good stuff. So.
Oh. Let's see. I think it's probably going to continue here. I'm guessing.
Did his phone die?
Grace
Maybe.
Minutos.
No, he hit the 3-minute mark. Yep. No, it's all right. But yeah, we get the gist. Utah's winning awards in SoCal. That's the thing that I remember from that.
It's a major award.
It's a major award.
This is a major award. It's fragile.
So apparently Utah makes better lagers than Southern California does.
That's right.
It's because it's cold.
But we have the arrogance.
Yeah, we're more arrogant though.
Beer fest. Okay. Yeah, this is our own made up thing. This is Hoppy Libations and
It's
Hoppy
Hoppy.
Hubs and
Pittsburgh Tom.
having a
Dang.
Get it. That's
The
a get
Power
it.
Fest.
This
To
is
get
the
it.
end of our get it. We went to 7 different breweries. Holy shit! I have to pull up
Oh,
the
shit.
fucking shit. Right here.
Ubering, I
Started off
hope.
at Grist House.
Grist House, Strange
Fuck.
Roots.
7
Brew
and you're still able to
Gentleman.
call? That might be a record.
Yes. Oh my God, Brew Gentleman changed my life. I cried there.
Oh, yeah, definitely visited 7 for sure. If you cried.
And then we hit up, let's see here, not Old Thunder, Leaning Cask, then Old Thunder, Arboretum Trail.
That's where we had the Untappd orgasm.
That's where we had the Untappd orgasm. And then
They did it.
Lolev.
Those are my favorite orgasms.
Lolev. And then we are back at
We're
Super
back.
Tom's.
If only you went to a park
because
today.
We don't remember to call in
Dude.
until after our beer crawl.
Yeah, it was a good time, and I was doing some research there for Radar Palooza 2023 in
Whoa.
Pittsburgh.
Radar Palooza is going to be legit. I am trying
It's
so
gonna
hard to go
blow
because
I really want to come up here.
yeah, these breweries are amazing.
Yeah, they
Yes.
have some awesome stuff.
Yeah, and the thing that we
What's
were
gonna be
talking
better?
about, because with me and Hoppy Hubs, the breweries over at our place, over in the Tampa Bay area, like most of them are in really shit locations.
Shopping centers.
Yeah, like strip malls and stuff like
Clovis.
that. And
Oh, man. Clovis.
and so they tried real hard to have like a good aesthetic and everything, but these places here
Casa
are, you know,
Robles.
they are, like Old Thunder was an old post office. I mean, they have some really
Nice.
awesome historic buildings that they have rejuvenated and turned some pretty gentrified areas into really great craft beer locations. So this is awesome.
Yeah. Beautiful spots, and they're making really good beer out here in Pittsburgh.
Really good beer. Yeah. So we had a great time, and I want to apologize for being cut off at the last episode's voicemail because I was saying that I was meeting Pittsburgh Tom here. I was also giving some props to Rad Stacy for being an awesome, for being an awesome co-host and for
No, that's
bringing
enough.
Thank you.
female presence to the craft beer area.
That's
Hell
enough
yeah.
praise. Don't praise her anymore. That's good.
I'm
Yeah.
just spreading my
Her-
craft
her
beer
head is huge.
Somali
Keep up the good
presence.
work.
Willard.
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 Guys, Pittsburgh!
Oh man, the Radar Palooza in Pittsburgh. It's gonna be
So
crazy, bro.
that sounds awesome. And can I just say, Hoppy Libations, that you and I share a friend
What?
on
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Sarah, friend on what?
Untappd.
Uh-oh. Wait,
And
is it the friend I'm thinking of?
it is. And so So you're the reason I accepted this, friend. And they started sending me really weird fucking messages.
Uh-oh.
But
are you gonna? You want to talk about that right now? You can.
I mean, it was just funny because she called in and it was like it took me back to my back and forth with. He's a weirdo. Paul Richardson on Untappd, Madam Hoppy Libations. You might want to look out for this guy. And if he has sent you some of the most, some similar messages, you might want to block him, possibly. But he said, well, what did he say? He's like, hey, have you been to the park? And I said, what park? And he said, any park. And then he said, yes or no. And I said,
wow.
Yeah. And I was like, no.
No.
And he said,
Not
and then he said, can I ask you something else, please?
Oh, yeah.
And I said, oh, what is this about? You're exactly? Like, it seems weird. That was my response. And he said, do people bounce on you sometimes at the park? Yes or no?
Bounce on you?
Wow.
Bounce on you?
And I said, that's none of your goddamn business.
Who I let bounce on me at the park is my business, not yours.
But I work like close to Roding Park, so obviously like
that a lot of bouncing. There's you can find somebody bouncing on someone where whatever tree you're behind.
And then I said, this is a beer app and not a dating app, right? And he said, okay, I'm sorry. I said, yeah, don't be weird, man. Good grief. And he said, I'm forgiven, yes or no? Yeah, really good. And I said, no. And he said, how will you give me one more chance? And I said, you never had a first chance, let alone one more.
You never got
500,000 to start.
And then that was it. That was all I got. Dude. But hey, Paul Richardson, listen, Hoppy Libations, block this fool. He's weird.
Block this fool. Well, there's something, I mentioned this on the show some time ago. There's some sort of weird, like, I guess it's like spam or your DM is very familiar, but yet different, but like I had like a couple of DMs like very similar to this, like they're out of the blue from somebody that's like checked into one beer and then like start DM. So I had a DM from, let me see if my screen is like dark as hell. So now I can't read this, but fuck. Like this person called Fonseca. Ooh. And this is a quote unquote woman on Untappd. I don't know if it's a person or a bot, but the first DM is, hope I'm free to ask questions. And then I didn't respond. Sure. And then later was like, then she just sent question marks. So then I finally just respond with, I feel a setup coming. And she says, I don't get you. What do you mean? I said, nobody does, Fonseca. So right now I'm like feeling like either I'm talking to a bot or talking to some sort of scam person. So, but I'm also like curious, like, what the hell is this? So I have to keep going. So she goes, I still don't understand what you're talking about. I said, so you troll lame dudes like me on Untappd? And she responds with question marks. And I said, so
I don't understand. This is an app.
And then I go, so what? Do you have questions that need to be answered? I said, I only wanted to ask questions because that's how you get to know people and you have not met before. And are you also free to ask? You are also free to ask me anything. That's how we get to know people. And yes. I was like, okay. And she says, it's fine. You should know that the only way we get to know ourselves better is by asking questions. And we will have the most honest we have to be most honest with our answer because I only know honest people. And I said, that's cool. And she says, where are you chatting from? And I go, and then I answered like you're kind of saying, Ratsy. I said, "Why are you on Untappd?"
Right. I'm like, what the fuck is
like,
this?
and then she says again, where are you chatting from? And I said, I'm at your mom's.
Oh,
so I did a mom's joke just to see what she would do. And she goes, at my mom? And I said, you are such an adorable bot. And then I go, Sammy or Dave, as in a Van Halen, the old time question, are you a Sammy or Dave fan? And she goes, who is Sammy and Dave? And then I just said, drink plenty of water and listen to 1984 on Spotify, and then listen to 5150, and then come back and tell me who. And then she says, LOL. And then that was the last time she ever DM'd me. So I don't know what the hell that is, but I don't like, I'm waiting for the pitch, when's the pitch of like,
I need money. Send me money.
But it never
that's
comes.
usually how it goes. Yeah, and this guy joined, or this person, I don't want to assign a gender at all, but joined December 25th, so Christmas Day, 2016, and is checked into 46 beers.
46? See, that seems like a legitimate person.
Yeah, not legitimate. I mean, the last beer that they signed into was Bombardier Amber Glorious English Ale on the 23rd, or no, wait, sorry, the 2nd of May.
And that's a weird ass beer to be checking.
Bombardier.
What the hell is that beer?
Wacky. But yeah, and I've gotten a couple of messages of people. This guy was the weirdest though. So, because Hoppy Libations called in, I just want to let you know that I accepted this person because we had a mutual friend. I feel like I might do the same to you, so watch out.
Yeah, be careful. Not everybody
they're weird.
You think you're in Untappd, you're safe from any kind of spam or scammers, but apparently they know to go in and Untappd and I guess it's some sort of long play. Like they're going to friend you for years and then they're finally going to spring it on you. By the way, my brother is trapped in New Guinea. And if you could send me $10,000, I could get him out of there. I'm like, oh yeah.
Yeah. And I just the whole thing was funny when it was like, hi, how are you? Hi, good. Thanks. Can I ask you something? Sure. Do you go to the park? I'm sorry. What park? Any park. Yes or no? Any park.
What the hell is that opening question?
Any park.
No, but
do you go to the park?
Yeah, the whole do people bounce on you sometimes? Yes or no?
Oh, you mean the park with the trees? Oh, yes, I do go to the park with the trees and grass. Oh, we go to the same park with the trees and the grass.
Yeah, and the waterfalls.
Fucking loop.
And the one cool muscle car.
One hot rod.
That's the Clovis part.
Single hot rod. Still up there.
Whoa.
And then the day it wasn't there, we were like, oh man.
Oh.
Hey, stop having fun with by yourself.
No, you missed it all.
Damn it.
Yeah,
Brad Stacy just told the secret to life.
Damn it. I always wanted to know that.
So her and I are going to live forever now.
Damn
you
it.
apparently are going to die.
You guys can be at my funeral and laugh at my grave. I'm like, ha ha.
Yeah. We're going to drink our slushy beers at your funeral.
Yeah. No, you're not.
At least I'll get some commission off of it.
We're gonna tell people everything you loved is everything you really hated.
No.
Mikey. Oh, he loves slush IPAs.
No, it's not true.
I bought a beer from Alvarado Street called the 9th Anniversary.
Have you started recording it yet?
Yes, we're back.
Okay, so
that's
we
the
have this as proof.
The backup, yeah.
That I coined that term, Westy. Remember, I don't know how long ago, a year and a half.
Oh,
maybe
that's a
2
Paul
years
thing.
ago, I called in and said I've started to call West Coast IPAs Westies. Is it possible that it started with me and somebody heard it and somebody told somebody else and somebody at Alvarado Street caught wind of it and now they're calling their West Coast beers Westies? I don't know. But
sue the bastard.
1-800 sue the bastard.
Sue him.
That was the first. originator.
Cease and desist.
Also,
D&D.
Hold on 1 second. I lost my train of thought because I got interrupted. I heard you guys mention.
Yeah, we didn't get interrupted just now.
Mentioning the Catalina wine mixer, and I am so used to hearing
Catalina
you
wine
guys say local references that I could have sworn I heard the Kettleman City wine mixer.
Kettleman City wine mixer.
Is there a Kettleman City wine mixer?
Kettleman City wine mixer.
I was thinking, and then I realized Catalina. Okay, anyway, that's all.
Kettleman wine mixer.
Cheers. Bye.
I wish, dude, let's make that happen.
Kettleman City wine mixer. Well, that's where the Paso Robles people and the Fresno people can meet in a neutral ground. Is Kettleman City, and we can all meet there and have
Holiday Inn.
Have some In and Out, Holiday Inn, some Denny's, and whatever that strip mall fun
the In and Out burger,
whatever that fun food area is there, that
by the In and Out burger.
The Old West style
Bravo Farms.
Yeah, Bravo Farms. Let's just meet at Bravo Farms, and then we can all give a handshake and have sign a treaty, and say that.
So I'm gonna send this bit to them, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, we just discovered a whole new money making endeavor for you guys: the Kettleman wine, the Kettleman City wine mixer."
Yep.
Yeah, I am down. It's all box wine, by the way. All of it.
The best box wine. Bag. And you can have bagged beer. Can we have bagged beer from BJ's Brewery?
I hope so. Make it happen.
All right,
guys.
Bagged
BJ's Brewery will donate bagged beer.
The bib. It's the bib fest.
I'm looking it up, and there is no Kettleman City wine mixer yet.
Wow.
We are the first. Let's do it.
Can you believe it? Can you believe
That's
it? There isn't one already.
The Dry Ice IPA.
We're going to debut the Dry Ice IPA.
Perfect Pours Dry Ice IPA.
You heard it here first.
By Kettleman City Brewing.
Holy shit. They don't have
it's
a
so
brewing company.
hot in Kettleman City.
No, they don't have a brewing company, Rat Stacey.
Well, Bravo Farms has a wine down gallery, so I don't know. They have stuff.
By the way, I don't know how they have enough people around to work at all those things at Kettleman City. Kettleman City's 200 people live there, and
they live underground.
There's a shit ton of things there. How do they find the people to work there? And there's also
from Hanford,
from I guess, and from Coalinga maybe, but
Avenal,
also. In Fresno County on I-5, there's I-5 and Pinoch. There's a Tesla charging station there, and there's 5 different gas stations, and there used to be a Foster Freeze, but it's closed, and there used to be a Apricot restaurant there as well, and it closed. But there's all these businesses, and then they would have to draw from Mendota, which is a half-hour drive away from it. So you drive 30 minutes to go to your job that pays you $9 an hour. It's just, it's insane.
Oh, it's 15 now. $15 an hour now.
Oh, okay.
It's 17 at McDonald's in Anaheim.
They'll put you up at the Holiday Inn if you need a ride. Or if you need to stay.
No, it's a Best Western. The one at Pinoch and I-5 is the Best Western.
Guess what?
Come on, Rat.
I'm in Paris, France.
Hey.
Yes, I am.
Howdy.
And I've tried.
Why did you bring Colin with you?
A few beers here. I wanted to make it to a brewery, but it didn't open until late. And it was kind of out of the way, and I'd have to take a bus to get there, and I didn't really feel like it. Taking a bus was one thing. Taking a bus was another thing. Anyways, from a local grocery store just up the street from my Airbnb, I did try 2 pale ales that were local. They were both kind of malty, not really hoppy.
Shitty.
Not my favorite.
Meaning shit.
But I did have Hazy Jane by Brewdog. And that was delicious. It really was. So I would say,
don't tell anyone.
The Scottish, I guess, know how to make a hazy IPA, and the Parisians don't really know how to make a good pale ale. Now,
they judged you when you bought that hazy.
That I wanted to, so
this is for profiling purposes.
But the two I tried in the grocery store weren't my favorite. Paris is a wonderful city. There's so much to see and do. The people were very, very nice. Everything I heard has not been true. The city was clean. The people were not rude. And it was just beautiful. Versailles was amazing, had all kinds of cool decorations and sights and everything. And then
none of it's original.
The Moulin Rouge went last night. My friend Jan is here with me. And we went there and they sat us at a table for two on the stairs and we shared a bottle of champagne and we watched this amazing show. The theatrics were just amazing. And the girls are topless. So it's not, I guess I was expecting the pasties. I don't know if that's just an American thing, but yeah, they were totally topless. And
okay.
It's nice.
Now Colin's jealous.
Artistic. It was beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Why? Because he doesn't have pasties?
Yeah,
it's a really cool thing. I would recommend to anybody and everybody to go and see it if you just want your socks blown off. So, not much about beer,
just my socks.
About culture. Ooh. And tomorrow I'm flying to Zurich, Switzerland, and I'm going to be traveling around Switzerland for a bit. So I'll call you guys next week and I'll update you on the beer scene in Switzerland.
Please.
Keep up the good work,
It's a
guys.
tap room. Do they allow children in their tap rooms?
Do they allow children in Switzerland? That's the question.
No, definitely not.
Good job, Janine.
So,
good report, Janine.
The place up.
Do they? You really like?
Janine is the world traveling right now.
Do you know that? Does Europe frown upon children in tap rooms, Stacey? Do you know this?
I did not know that, but I've been to Paris. And I've been to many parts of France, and I agree that the people are way nicer than folks give them credit for.
I've never heard of mini parts. What part of France
mini
is
parts?
That? Mini parts.
The Manny parts.
Mini parts.
Well, I spent time in Epernay. I feel like we talked about this last episode.
We probably did.
Actually. Anyway, Paris
Champagne.
is great. Yeah, I drank a lot.
I just want to go to Moet. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, so fun.
It's fun.
But they definitely judged you for the hazy.
Oh, they'd be like, you're
hard
from
judge.
America.
Hard.
Do you want the croissant with that hazy?
Checking in from Iowa.
I want some French fries.
I'm driving across the countryside on the way home from the big city.
I'm driving.
To pick you up that oyster stout I was telling you about last time I called in. Had to drive into the belly of the beast. Tap room that they had it now was in Iowa City, which is a place that cyclones of respected character don't like to go very often. So, you guys, I went in there and I got that beer. Had a taste of it before I left with the crowler, and I really liked it. I think you guys will enjoy it, especially I really think it's going to hit the spot for you, Nick. I'm not going to describe it. I don't want you guys to form your own opinion, but I think you'll really enjoy it.
Do you want to poison the water?
Come out funky like I was afraid it might.
Influence my opinion,
So I think it's a really quality beer, so I think you'll enjoy it. And on the way home, this is a jackpot shipment for you, Nick. I had a beer recommended to me. It's actually a triple IPA. It was on the way home, so I stopped and got that too. It's also going to be a crowler, so buckle up. But it's not a hazy, but it didn't pour clear. I don't know that it's filtered, or maybe it's just got a billion hops in it. It's a triple IPA.
1 billion hops.
And, I had a taste of that too, and it was really good. I don't really like West Coast IPAs, but it started out a little bit juicy, but then, man, it was dry at the end. So many hops. So I think you'll really enjoy it. Just to give you a hint, in the app it said IBU, if you believe in that thing. IBU.
I don't believe in IBUs.
420. So I think you guys.
What?
Oh,
20?
get a kick out of
20.
that. Divide it up if however you guys think. Other than that, one more thing I wanted to tell you. I just listened to the episode this week. You guys were talking about the thiolized beers. Mikey, you probably forgot that.
I forgot.
Beer I sent you from Dimensional was a collab beer.
Yeah.
And it had the thiolized boost in it.
Yeah.
So I
remember.
A thiolized beer. That's
Boosted.
Damn it. But I went on my newsletter and said I'd never had one.
It'll say in the description that it has a thiol boost in it.
I got thiol boosted and I didn't even know it.
Give it a more tropical
I didn't report it to the authorities.
Flavor to it, I guess you could say. But yeah, I think it's a great trend. I'm really excited to see what the creative brewers do with the thiol boosts. I think it's probably going to be the trend of 2023. So I'm excited to see what else comes out of that. Other than that, man, it's been a hot and humid week. All week's been like 95% humidity here in Iowa and 85 degrees. So not really ready for summer yet. I want to enjoy some more spring on the patio, drinking some beer and mowing the lawn.
Yeah, patio weather.
Once the sun goes down, it's all good.
And catch you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Iowa.
Bye. It's been great patio weather. Come on, Rad Stacy. We don't know.
I'll be at Gizzy.
I don't have a patio.
You don't have a Rad Stacy. I was at your house earlier today, and I'm sure your house has a patio of some sort.
Wait, did you look over the fence?
No, but I'm just like. You've got
busy looking in the bathroom.
You've got a house built. I'm gonna say I don't know, but I'm gonna say your house was built in 1946.
1945.
Oh, I was 1 year off. That's fucking good. Admit it, Nick. Admit it. That's fucking good.
No.
Come on.
No.
1 year off. Come on.
Yeah,
that's good.
You
I know my Fresno.
Knowledge. You have insider knowledge.
No, I don't. I didn't.
Yes, you do. You have a
I have a sister that lives in the same block. Yes, but I don't even know what year her house is built. That I just came up with my own knowledge.
I did some reading, and that looked like
I did some reading. Looks like the architecture from all 1940s.
Typical post-war Fresno.
Yeah, that's a post-war Fresno house.
Post-World War II track housing is exactly what you live in.
But no, you got to have a backyard of some sort.
We do. What's funny, well, it wasn't funny at the time, but so there's steps that go up to the house and then steps that go down, right? Yeah. So there's no in
case of flood, you guys are good.
We are good, but if you have a broken foot and you're on either a wheelchair or a knee scooter, you can't get out of the house or into the house. So my husband built me this ramp when I broke my foot years back.
That's a good guy.
And he was like, let me test it first, because he was like, I don't know if I built it at quite the right pitch that you won't break your other goddamn foot, right? So
he lubed up the old toboggan and went for a ride?
He did, and he ate it a little bit. And so he's like, well, I better give it a slightly longer landing. And then once we got it right, it was pretty good. But yeah, there's 3 steps that come up, and we also have a milk delivery section
one of those little doors,
back in the day, Yep. And there's also a back door.
Is that where the milkman slipped out of the back?
No, that's where he slipped it in.
Well, and there's a doorbell on the back door and the front door, because that's how it was back in the day.
Different sound.
Your neighbors,
people didn't have fences.
No, your neighbors came from the back, and they rang the back doorbell.
We have an alley, and many of our neighbors still have garages that open up into the alley. So it's very wild, very
wild stuff.
Yeah, we had a big vote actually a couple years back on closing off the alley.
Yeah, did you guys gate it? Did you gate it?
We did it. And it's been great actually. I agree with
that. I mean, my parents lived on the other side of where you live, of that school of where you live, and they had the same issue. No, not Daly. The other
Hamilton.
One. Yes. Well, I was letting you not reveal the school. No, they left their
Untappd
they left their alley open, and my dad did have to call Hamilton on occasion and say like, "Hey, you got some kids back here behind my house doing stuff,
smoking the reefer,
smoking the reefer."
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm really glad
they're not sharing.
They're not sharing it to me, so I called them. I was like, "Hey, you guys gonna share?" They're like, "No." I'm like, "All right, I'm calling your fucking school office."
Your school.
So, like, we voted yes on the closing it off because we had like a bunch of like vagrants going through, and we have dog. Like all of our neighbors have dogs, and they were barking at them or whatever. But the people who were voting against it, like the reason that some people were against it was because they were like, well, now I have to take my garbage cans all the way out to the front.
Yeah, man.
And I'm like, oh, an extra 5 feet.
Yeah, 5 feet's a lot.
The fuck?
I mean,
really?
Come on now. I mean, I gotta put flip-flops on now.
Yeah. We're like, really? Oh my God. Like, now my neighbors have to see me.
Flip-flops.
Now my neighbors have to see me. I don't want that. And then they might be out there, and then I gotta talk to them. They're like, "Hey, Mike, how you doing?"
Naked. I can't go outside again.
Well, now all of the squirrels that randomly just drop dead back there don't have to be disturbed.
I did
point.
Say I've never seen a
random
dead squirrel over here.
Yeah.
I used to put like the random dead squirrels I'd find. I would pose them with old beer and take pictures of them.
Wow.
Would you hang them on your clothesline?
That's an art project.
Maybe. It was a really fun art project. Go ahead.
Guys, can you hear me?
No.
I'm driving.
Yeah.
I'm actually driving.
Oh, what?
It's been a while since I left a voicemail where I was actually driving.
Oh, my God.
So, hey, I just left in Cinerani. And
Fresno County
I had their Dabin Mosaic. Really good. I had to take a 4-pack with me. And the main reason for this voicemail is because the last episode, which I just finished the whole episode, it's only Saturday. And I'm
my God.
Caught up.
Nice.
I am on it.
He's on it.
I am on like Donkey Kong lately.
Boom.
But when Rad Stacy said, hey, if you want to name a beer after the incident with the Clovis bomb squad and the mortar shell thing from the Korean War, I think that's a great idea. And she actually said the what I think the best name would be, Scarin' Karen. Huh? Or Scarin' Karen.
I think, Scarin' Karen would be
Scarin' Karen.
Huh?
I like the name of that.
She was
and I'm
scared.
thinking it should be a beer that's either
I have a client coming over.
Because if a mortar shell kills people, there's blood and guts and gore, right? Or a black colored beer, because when you kill people with the mortar shell, it's dark.
What if I have a client coming over
and dark, right? So if it were to be a black beer, I think a new dark beer style should emerge. How about this?
Phoenix.
This is like a retread. Cascadian Dark Lager.
Yeah.
A black IPL.
Yeah.
Cascadian. I always thought Cascadian Dark Ale. So it's so stupid. It's like it's a black IPA, Or for the red beer, I mean, there's like a ton of different red beers. You got your red IPAs, you got your Flanders red, you got, I don't know what else you got. There's a bunch of red beers. There's Irish red ales.
Yeah, there's red.
There's red lager.
Yeah.
All kinds of red stuff. Micheladas. All kinds of red.
That's a totally different thing.
That's all I really got. I just wanted to leave a voicemail before I forgot the hell I was going to leave a voicemail about. So, keep up the great work. Oh, wait a minute. I still have time, don't I? How much time do I have?
You don't have to take up the whole 3 minutes, everyone.
I gotta fill up this.
Everyone's got this thing. We're like, well, it's 3 minutes. I got to use all the 3 minutes.
We're twinsies. We're opposites. He prefers
They're like goldfish.
to be a fest
you gotta take up the whole pond.
To be a fest pourer. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
Fun. Oh my God.
Gives a shit. I don't know. But anyway, keep up the great work. I'm driving.
Bye.
So I think it should be a blonde ale. Because that's Karens are mostly blonde, right? It should be a blonde ale.
Wow.
In dark packaging, just like 805, right? It's like it's super. There's a fucking bitch inside there,
yeah.
And all these bros are just like, "Oh, I wanted that 805, that dark beer," and I'm like, it's just the packaging.
Oh, like the Modelo, the dark Modelo, the dark 805.
Yeah, no, people come up to the bar at the Garden all the time, and it's like, I want that dark beer, that 805, and Doug's like,
what?
That it's just the label that's dark, right? And it's like, what?
What are you?
Yeah, they're like, so
what? You just confused them.
Are you calling me a pussy? Yeah,
what?
It's like, what?
What did you just say to me, bro? Nothing, man. I'll get your 805.
You know what? Here you go. You want a big one, right? You seem like a big
one. You seem like a big guy. It's probably got a big penis. Fuck yeah, I got a big penis.
You want that 24-ounce?
You want me to show you my penis right now? Nah, I'm good. No, I'll show it to you. It's big.
I don't have my glasses on. So.
Oh, yo, so.
Anyway,
what's going on, guys? It is Colin.
Hi, Colin.
At home, chilling out, getting ready to go see Monster Trucks.
Poor Colin.
Which should be kind of fun. It wasn't really my idea. Last weekend, I wanted to go see the motocross because I'm super into. Well, it's Supercross, but I want to see that. So we saw that. And my friend is like, "I want to see Monster Trucks," and I was like, "Okay, I'll go see Monster Trucks."
Okay, I don't have a wife now.
Seeing that tonight. I'm gonna drink a bunch of banquets. Here in Colorado, we call them banquets. I don't know if you guys call them that or not.
Fuck yeah, dude. Banquet brew.
Colorado thing. I'm not sure. I can't wait for you guys to try a thiolized beer. Tell me what you think. I think it's kind of nasty. I don't know. It's got definitely a specific flavor to it. But it's kind of cool to see the whole thing coming together on the thiolized thing. Mikey wants Style Watch. Well, you got Style Watch. So there's a new thing in Colorado now.
You did it.
It's called Crayon IPAs.
What?
So they taste just like regular, like, it's kind of like a West Coast mix between a West Coast and an East Coast. But they smell like crayons. It's insane. So I don't even know how they do it. I decided not to ask anybody.
I want to try now.
Let's go. Crayon beers. Let's then Style Watch the next Style Watch. We got to move on from Thiolizer already. We've already been doing that for a minute.
It's done.
Sounds waxy.
I don't know. Got no Janine. Got nothing to do except for Monster Trucks. Hang out with some friends.
What about the Rockies?
It's going to be a good day, though. So I'm already having a beer.
Lance, we're in
I'm going to go to Perry's Pizza. I'm going to have a Pliny, maybe. They always have plenty on tap.
Oh, the Nuggets.
As single cam knows. Good spot to hang out.
Denver Nuggets.
You guys enjoy your weekend and your week and whatever else is going on. And don't forget to keep up the good work, guys.
I won't forget. Colin, you gotta watch some Nuggets. Lakers versus Nuggets, man. The Nuggets gonna make the NBA Finals finally.
Nuggets.
I know my sons didn't make it. Yeah, you guys care. Don't act like you care.
I don't care.
I'm not acting.
Hey, yo, homies, it's your friendly neighborhood Chew,
no acting here.
Man. It's Chew your beer, vatos. How you homies doing? Check it out. Quick thing. Happy belated Mother's Day and happy belated Fur Mommy Day, homie. There's a lot of pet owners out there that treat their pets like their kids. So, happy Fur Mommy Day to you guys. So, quick thing. Fantastico happened, homie. Fantastico weekend just happened. My collabo release beer with 818 Brewery for my Fantastico Golden Ale with vanilla and coffee bean. I'd love to give a big ups, big thank you to Ant-Man and Robin for pulling up and showing some support.
Nice.
Thank you guys, the family, the friends, the followers, everybody that showed up. Thank you so much. It was a test pilot, 30 gallons. That day, just in the 3 hours that we were there, we blew 2 kegs, which was 10 gallons of fucking Fantastico, which is fucking good, awesome. The following day, Sunday,
that's a lot.
My understanding from Brian, one of the owners of A1A Brewery, hit me up and said that they are down to a keg and a half as of Monday. Today is Wednesday, so maybe there's some, maybe there isn't. I will be swinging by on Friday to see if there's any left. But from the podcast or from the interview we had, this thing is going to go into their bigger kettle.
Other fucking podcast.
Instead of 30 gallons, what is it going to be? 200 and something gallons or 320 gallons? So if off the hook, off the start,
are you serving that in pints, my friend?
Make more of it. So that was a blessing. Thank you to Craft Beer Republic for doing what you did, and all the friends and family. And I met a lot of people there that I didn't know that knew who I was. But it was awesome shaking hands and kissing babies, homie. Other than that, Mother's Day happened Sunday. Took the wifey, the mom, and my sister over to San Pedro Fish Market in Long Beach. For some mariscos and some seafood.
Thanks
and
for the
some
invite.
Bomb-ass micheladas. If you don't like micheladas, I don't really drink micheladas, but when I'm at the San Pedro Fish Market, those micheladas are
do it, bro.
Off the hook, off the chain. Let it hang. Best micheladas I've ever had. And then from there, took the wifey to Beechwood, homie. Had to hit Beechwood. We're right around the corner, homie. Only
been
10
there.
minutes away. You got to do it. All right, I won't make this too long. Thanks everybody for pulling up and showing up. There is another collabo in the mix with another brewery. I'll keep you posted on that, and that should be somewhere in between in the summertime. So yeah, man. Let's go from there. And I don't know. I'll call you back if I remember anything else that I want to talk about. This is Trio Beer, and the weekend has been fantastico. I te watcho. Peace out, eh?
Hey, if that gallon report is correct, and those are 16-ounce pours, that was over 2,500 servings.
Dude.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, it's pretty wild. And I will say that T-Bag said he was pretty pissed because he saw you check in at Beechwood and you didn't call him.
Ooh, chew! Oh,
just calling it out. Wait, and another thing,
is Tony in Long Beach?
He is in Long Beach.
Oh my gosh, that's my old town, baby.
Yeah, living there. And I will also say that friggin' micheladas are my jam. And if you have the spicy shrimp going on, I am all in. So please call me.
Wow.
Into it.
Call if you're having micheladas, call Rad Stacey.
And we'd like to thank Rad Stacey for her last podcast.
Yeah, whatever. You can't keep me out. There will be riots. Start my own enchilada.
You remember when the Perfect Pour had Rad Stacey on, and then she talks about micheladas?
You remember those days? Those were great.
And then
she talked about micheladas, and then
shamed her because she likes micheladas.
We're as low as we can get. Where are we going to go?
Hold on, tell me, why do you hate it so much?
Hey guys,
what? Yeah, why, Nick?
If I want a Bloody Mary, I'll order a Bloody Mary.
Oh,
why am I going to ruin my beer?
That has vodka in it. That's a whole
exactly. It's another drink altogether.
There's no dissolved CO2. There's no and there's also too much alcohol.
Ruin a beer.
Why are you being so militant?
Too much alcohol.
Wait, did you just say too much alcohol?
Sorry. What?
Yeah, the vodka is too much. It's too much.
What?
Oh my gosh, that's too much alcohol. You guys,
is it fruity?
Okay.
I'm not in Paso Robles, okay? That's too much alcohol.
Yeah. Never heard of such a concept, but okay.
I feel like I don't know you guys at all.
If I want to drink that much alcohol, I'll go to Paso Robles, where it's 120 degrees.
I feel like we're just here drawing dicks on things.
And there's 80. And every time you turn around, there's a Karen behind you going, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be here?
Where'd you get that Michelada?
Are you supposed to be here?
Michelada.
Who do you know here? Do you live here? Who do you know here?
Where is here?
Can you hear me?
Is what
I'm driving. Hey, it's Wazoo. Just got done with the work day and hollered at a work colleague. I said, hey, you done with work? Nice. He said, let me check with the girlfriend because she drove me today because we carpooled. I said, okay. Shit. He said, hey, guess what? She said I'm free. I said, great. I'll come pick you up. Let's go get a beer. He said, roger that. So we headed over to Mindscape Fermentations, a little fermentorium in Rockland, California. They ferment everything. They got kimchi. They got salt. They got beer. They got seltzer. They got cider. No cider. Sorry, no cider today. And kombucha. So we sat down and ordered some beers. So I started off with a rice lager called Divide by Zero. Delicious, incredible beer. I really, really, really wanted some sushi with this beer, which was just good. It was like clean and a little bit sweet, and just like when you want a bubbly beer that tastes like bubbly beer, this was a bubbly beer that tasted like, you guessed it, bubbly beer. Oh my god.
That's when you get a Michelada.
I was like, I gotta try something different, so I went to a little hazy IPA called Tiger Kitten, which had a description. One of the words said purr, so I was like, all right, I'll try that. Hit all the marks. Soft mouthfeel, kind of like vanilla cake batter with tropical fruit, and it was just delicious, just super stinking delicious. Finished that off, then I went to a small pour of their Imperial Stout with vanilla beans and cacao called Magia Oscura.
Cacao.
Really good. Like the vanilla on this and the cacao was crazy good. Smooth, thick, rich mouthfeel, just way tasty. And then they had a golden stout on called Golden Enigma, which the vanilla on this golden stout was incredible. It just kind of blew my face off, and so I got to go back and get my face. And then I had to try kombucha. So
hey guys, do you have a face there?
Called, Daydreamer, which
has face. I think I have my face.
Orange in it, which was really good, refreshing and bubbly and light. And then my colleague there, his girlfriend showed up, and she had a strawberry kombucha, which was really tasty, like just a barely underripe strawberry in like seltzer water. It was really, really good. Also had a spicy kimchi grilled cheese sandwich, which hit the spot. I didn't take anything home because I didn't have a growler with me. So fantastic. Mindscape Fermentations, Rockland, California. It's right off of I-80 in Rockland, right next to a little place called Loomis, California. That's all I got, guys.
North Valley, man.
Be safe. Check your dates. Have fun. Bye.
North Valley. Bye.
So I've got to comment on vanilla. Vanilla is vanilla is one of the most perceptible flavors to the human palate, right? Like vanilla is, you don't need much of it at all to taste it when you're only smelling it, right?
What does vanilla taste like?
Fucking vanilla. There's nothing that can be compared to it, right? Vanilla is vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
And
put it in your pancakes. You're welcome.
Like, I feel when vanilla is overt at a brewery, I'm like, what the fuck are you hiding?
What are you doing?
And I know that this is like a very like devil's advocate thing, like, because everyone loves vanilla, right? Like, hey, I don't know what I want. I'll just get the vanilla ice cream. I don't know. This beer, it's vanilla, whatever.
No,
it's like,
seriously, I put it in my pancake mix.
Yeah. I mean, you put it in anything because it's supposed to, but really you don't put too much, right? Because you want it to enhance some of the other shit you've got going on, right? Like it enhances, if you do it right, it enhances nutty flavors. It can enhance fruity flavors, all of that stuff. But too much, if that's all you're getting is vanilla, then I'm just like, they fucked that shit up. And they don't want you to know.
Ooh.
I know that I'm like really putting a vanilla turd into this whole conversation, but I'm
probably not.
Sorry,
you're probably not wrong.
Dubious.
Yeah. Vanilla turds. A drop will do you.
Thanks everyone for contributing to the show. That was fun.
Thanks for contributing your vanilla content.
Yeah, any kind of vanilla content. Rad Stacy's ready for it.
Vanilla hour.
What's wrong with your comments? You gotta throw so much vanilla in there.
Man, everyone's gonna have a real bad day tomorrow.
That's not true. Charge of your own destiny.
Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of napping at work tomorrow. Rad_Stacy with an E. What were you drinking this week?
I went to a weird bar called Holly's Drinkers
bar.
Hall of Fame.
Holly's Drinkers Hall of Fame? That's not
Holly's
what it was.
Drinkers Hall of Fame.
That's not what it was called.
That's what it was called.
No.
Look it up.
Nope.
Fucking swear.
Nope.
I swear. I'll post it.
I'll
took
post
a picture
it.
of the sign.
I'll do it.
I was like, these guys aren't going to believe me.
I'll post it. You know what? I have some friends of mine that won't believe the name of your bar.
Yeah. Cash only, no draft.
Yeah.
I got a Coors Yellow Belly.
My house is cash only.
Wow.
Is that mean? Do I have a bar at my house? Because my house is cash only. Do I have a bar?
Cash only.
So earlier today,
Let's go get a drink at cash only.
I don't want the IRS to know how much money I'm making.
It's true. Hey, and it was only $4.50. Probably the most inexpensive beer to be had in Southern California.
Well, no taxes. You can $4.50.
Yeah. She was like, that's $4.50.
$4.50. Oh, 805, $4.50.
It was ran by swamp donkeys and
whoa,
interesting folks. Yeah,
but like hot swamp donkeys, right?
Yeah, like high end.
It was real dark. I'm sure she was great.
It was dark enough.
I left at 2:30 p.m.
Wow,
it was light outside and very. It took me a minute because I was like,
it was just about to go off. You just
it's like when you get off the Pirates of the Caribbean. It's like, oh, it's daylight outside.
Like,
It was actually exactly like that.
When you get out of a movie, when you a very immersive movie, and then it's daylight, you're like, what happened?
It was one of those situations where I'd been in like a corporate meeting all day, and then I was meeting teabags, and he's like,
"Don't call me." He doesn't like that.
I walked in, and he's like, wow! And I'm like, oh, there's my party.
Welcome to Afternoon Toady Bags. This is Afternoon Toady Bags.
It was a good time. I had one deal.
Sure
so really, I didn't have too much beer. I did have a great Mother's Day. I was drinking champagne mostly. My kid made me an amazing breakfast.
Wow.
And then I cooked with my husband because I love to cook. So even though it was Mother's Day, I was like, I want to cook with my spouse. But I'm going to tell you fucking what to do in the kitchen. That's like that's my thing. Like, that's how I get off, right? Okay. I'm just like, you fucking chop that shit. Want you? I'm going to tell you everything you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
Joking.
That's my move because I don't my wife knows how to cook. I don't. So like I'll just start. I'm like, that's my move. I'm like, I'll cook. She's like, okay. And then like 5 minutes in, she's like, you know what? Yep. Get out of the kitchen.
Get the fuck
you're
out.
You're an idiot. Get out of here. I'll cook. And I'm like, okay.
Are you going to do them julienne?
Yeah.
So I made my daughter actually really mad because she was just like, hey, I'm making you breakfast. I'm doing this thing. Right. And she was handling it like superbly, but I kept like, what can I help you? She was like, would you leave? She's like, just get out. Like, why are you
so she's exactly like you is what you're saying.
Yes. And so I've raised a monster, which is great.
It's a monster.
I mean, I was so proud. Like I was irritated and proud at the same time.
Right.
And I was like, well, can I set the table? And she was like, I guess, but don't fiddle with anything like around the stove or anything. Mom. Yeah. Like get out of here. But for dinner, my husband and I made a great like spicy andouille thing together. And I had Afraid of the Grade to go with it, which was a Wild Fields brew house out of Atascadero.
Yes.
I don't know if you know this, but sours are over.
It's not a sour.
The Good Town next to Like the good side of Paso Robles, the Tuscadero.
And if you get one that is a sour, it's not meant to be that way. So do call it.
No, they totally meant to.
I'm scared, but
you're like, oh wow, is this a sour? And they're like, yes.
Yeah, so their whole shtick is they're just like, hey, we're inviting everyone in San Luis Obispo to not be afraid of the grade and come visit us. But I'm like, hey, they're not afraid of the grade. They just don't like the fucking weather in Atascadero. Like, you don't want to go up the grade because then you're getting away from the amazing weather in San Luis Obispo. Nice. So, yeah, it has nothing to do with the grade, guys.
Yeah, once you're in San Luis Obispo, you don't need to go backwards. You're like, hey, come back here. To Paso Robles, like, nah, I'm good. I'm in San Luis Obispo. I'm good. No, come back here. We have lights.
I'm going further west.
We have a hillside with like little lights on the hillside. Like, I'm good. I've seen lights.
And then on the same day, Mother's Day, also I had a Crooked Lane hard-headed red American red ale, and red ales are one of my favorite styles, and it was very good.
You and Matt love them red ales.
Yeah, it was malty yet bright.
Oh, yeah.
So it had a good coffee backbone on it, which was great. So it had a quick finish, even though it was a big red beer. Really enjoyed it. My husband paired it with a peanut butter and honey sandwich, which is his typical lunchtime go-to, and it went well with that. Okay. So you're looking for a good lunchtime pairing.
Okay.
Yeah. Red ale goes great with peanut butter and honey
sandwiches. All right. That's a good pairing.
Yeah. Yes. That was it.
All right.
That's my bin.
Rad_Stacy. Don't DM her weird shit.
Yeah, I mean, you can, but I'm going to be weird back and wonder, like, what you're going to bounce.
You can do it, but you're going to get called out on it. Just know
you are, for sure.
You're going to get called out on it.
Paul Richardson.
I looked that up, too. I was like, you're telling that. I was like, oh, I hope it's not like some listener that we're like familiar with.
Yeah.
And there's like
only have one like mutual friend.
50 Paul Richardsons on there. So I'm like, oh, never mind.
So his actual handle is Paulus259. So Paulus 259.
Just careful, ladies. Paul is going to ask you about your park visits.
Avoid the follow.
I think maybe he's like in the park industry, and he wants to gauge like how many people go to parks.
How bouncy people are in parks.
Bouncy parks.
Yeah. Well, he rated Guinness Draught beer as a 4.25.
I think this is a 4.2. Wait, if he's doing 4.25, that means he's paying for Untappd.
Yeah.
What an Untappd? there is a paid version of Untappd, and in the paid version, you can rate things like down to the 0.2 blah blah blah, and so that means like he's paying for Untappd.
Maybe he's getting lots of tail off this thing. He's like,
he's like, man,
almost every chick if you bounce in the park.
I've never gotten so much tail as I have on Untappd.
Yeah.
The Nick 80. What did you check it in on Tap? And did you have anyone of questionable fortitude DM you this week?
I hope so.
Once
Don't
again,
make me be the only one.
No DMs for me.
Oh man. Can someone DM Nick some weird shit that he doesn't understand? I mean, and then he has to like.
I'm just gonna forward you all the ones that I get.
Oh, that's fine. I'll live vicariously through Red Stacy.
Just tell me what to
sounds
say.
Wonderful.
What did you say? You guys wanted me to tell him
I'll ghostwrite your
the
comebacks.
story of IPAs.
Yeah.
No, I was seriously trying to think of a pickup line.
Hey, did you know why they call them India Pale Ales?
It doesn't have anything to do with Indiana Jones. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Wow. Which broke down 3 times on us, by the way.
Oh, we know. We heard about it last week on the Perfect Pour.
Did we?
I listened to the Perfect Pour last week, and they talked about it.
Okay, well, fine. Whatever.
Top fan badge.
You've earned.
Did you get an Indiana Jones badge? I survived the Indiana Jones ride. Only broke down twice.
I survived the great breakdown of May of 23.
That's the greatest scam of all because nobody survives that ride.
No, they're all dead. You think you're alive right now?
I'm here.
You're dead.
No.
Wait, am I a ghost? Can you see me?
No, you're dead.
Hello?
We're in the first level of hell. Don't worry.
Is there anybody out there?
Is there anybody out there?
Just nod if you can hear me. We're all dead? You guys are dead too?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, no.
You guys died.
I'd be so disappointed. Wait, I'm dead and I still have to go to work in the morning and I'm dead?
Nobody told you
means
were
you're
dead.
in hell, like I said. This is the first level of hell.
Yeah. Wait,
Mike, we're gonna need you. We're gonna need you to come in the morning.
Wait, but I'm dead.
Yeah, we're shorthanded. Can you just come in?
Oh, you guys are shorthanded. Okay, all right, I'll come in. I don't want anyone else.
Paul needs to go drink.
Oh, okay.
Westies. Paul's drinking.
Paul's in heaven. He can drink.
So can you just come in?
Yeah.
And cover his shift.
All right, I'll cover the shift.
Sorry, Nick. What were you drinking?
I died.
What were you drinking in hell, Nick?
What are you drinking hell this week, Nick?
Hell. Hey, Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So what?
Oh my God,
did you lick the toad?
You go to hell. You go to hell, and it gets humid in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gotta be humid.
So like you go to hell.
It's not a dry heat.
And then the dragon. I figured the dragon brings you back to life. That's
the dragon burned down.
They actually heat that ride with the crematorium that they have on site.
Oh.
Yeah, so
don't say that.
Any Disney cast members?
Can you
any Disney cast members that say "damn it"?
That for my death,
burn them.
Can you book that?
Yeah, no, I actually have my application in. Like, I'm going to get my funeral director's license, and I want to be the operator at Disneyland.
Ooh.
Okay, I want to die.
At least be a haunted mansion worker.
I will be the 1000th ghost. The
Perfect.
1000th happy hunt.
You know what? You don't even have to submit a resume. I got you.
All right. We're
Nick
in.
the ghost.
I've always wanted to be
for reals. Like I want
to. You know what? Pirates goes to the most tenured ghosts. You got to start at the freaking Matterhorn. Sorry.
Yeah.
You mean the Satterhorn?
No, you got to start at the storybook.
Satterhorn.
Storybook.
Oh no, I'm not riding Casey Jones' train.
You have to. That's where you start.
It's actually in Nemo's Wild Ride or whatever.
Oh, no, fuck that. We're gonna shut down the submarine riding.
The worst.
We're gonna redo it. It's gonna be amazing, guys. All right, cool.
I'll die on the monorail before the submarines.
Monorail.
Is there anything else, Nick?
I had a 4-pack of DDH Sherman picked up from Total Wine.
Jeez.
Which was, I did my Julian math code.
Sorry, that was for earlier.
I bought it. I drank it.
Wow.
All 4?
You did the math?
All 4.
Did they all taste exactly freshest?
Well, I mean, the first one was the freshest. The second one was the second freshest. The third one was the third freshest. And obviously the fourth one was sucked.
I feel like it should have been the first one was the freshest. Second one was kind of fresh.
The fourth one, just throw it out. Just throw out the fourth one. Yeah, so I had some of that.
Yeah,
some DDHs in the can.
And from the can? You didn't even put it in a glass? Dear God.
No, it was too hot. We had to drink now. Drink fresh. Drink now.
And you said Tioga Sequoia was dead.
That's right. Secret.
Not dead. DDH.
Not dead. Dead, but not dead.
Anything else, Nick?
I had a Negro Modelo at Casa Corona.
Wow.
Oh, shit. I love Casa Corona and Negro Modelo.
Corona! The Bullard in West Casa Corona.
That's right.
Nobody gives a shit about the Herndon and Cedar Cross.
No.
Factual.
No, nobody does.
Man,
I had it with my 2 grilled soft tacos.
Brad, Stacey.
But if you do go to the Cedar and Herndon one, you could go to that bar that's right there that I can't remember the name of now.
There is a craft beer bar right there.
Yeah, what the fuck is it called
I
again?
don't remember, but there is one there. Yes,
Industry
in between Tahoe
Union.
In between Tahoe Joe's and Casa Corona.
Yeah, when they're like, "Oh, this is for industry people. We're gonna charge $9 for a Miller Lite." Or whatever.
Industry people can't afford anything.
We know how hard you work here in the Norno. Almost.
We know you make $300 in tips at night, so we charge you for it.
Right. Oh man.
The Nick 80 on Untappd. Was there any other beer?
That's all my beers.
That's it.
I would like to talk about Joys of Summer from Pizza Port Brewing. Only $2.99 out of a 16-ounce can. Good enough for me. Liquid Gravity Brewing's Shifted Perspective IPA. That was nice enough beer. I went out. On Mother's Day, I brought my daughter out so that my daughter's mother could have some time to herself for freaking once.
Hey, just stay, babe. Just have the house to yourself so you can dust and
it gives you so nobody's distracting you from cleaning the house. When I get back, this better be clean. That's what I said when I left the house. Happy Mother's Day. This better be fucking clean when I get back. That's what I said.
I know that sounds.
So we went to see the Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and then we went to Mad Duck at the Maya Cinemas, and I had a Citra from Mad Duck. I also had the collab beer from Carl Strauss Brewing and Green Cheek called Squawk Box. And it was adequate, as many collab beers are. Very adequate.
It was adequate.
Fremont Brewing's up there in the Seattle. Sea Song. I had a Sea Song from Fremont. That was all right. Nice. And I had a Pure Project beer, Pure West, as I saw this Phoenix Suns season end. Aww. And that's enough of my beers for the week. Dorktown on Untappd, the Nick 80, and Stacey _, Rad _ Stacey. Sorry.
With an EY.
Sorry. Jeez.
It's fine.
Is there any in there?
DM her with any kind of weird shit you got. And we'll get it on the show.
That's right. Parks.
By the way, I forgot to mention during the show, I had this Green Cheek beer that I saw the Green Cheek label. I'm like, oh, obviously it's an IPA. Turns out it was a brown ale, an English brown. Looks the part. It didn't look the part of an English brown, apparently. And I could have saved this for the producer, because she loves clean browns, and that's what this was, is a nice clean brown.
Oh man.
But I drank it, so sorry. And that was from the Pine Stuff. Cheers, Nick. Do you have any cheers?
Cheers to Wazoo. All my beers tonight were Wazoo beers. The last one I had was Track 7's Panic Cold. It's a cold IPA.
Yeah, what do you think about cold IPAs, Nick?
I did not like this one in particular.
Okay. But the style, how do you feel about the style?
I don't know. They're malt heavy. When I hear IPA, I want crisp Crispies.
You feel
crispy
like
boys.
you feel the cold IPAs have too much malt?
Yeah, I feel let down by these cold IPAs.
So is that actually like, because I really haven't done too much research on these gimmicky beers.
Oh, Stacy said cold IPAs are gimmicky. Stacy said cold IPAs are gimmicky.
Good, be offended, but tell me, is that like a designation of the style to be malt heavy?
No,
I didn't think that.
I think it's lager. It's supposed to be lager
heavy,
right?
Yeah, it's a lagered IPA, basically.
So it's malt heavy, as in it's hop light.
Okay. You're not here like, well, all ales are lagers, but not all lagers are ales or whatever.
Yeah, man.
I like my kale with a silent K.
Yeah, it's true. I hate kale. It tastes like soap to me.
I don't know. I'm not on board with the cold IPAs.
All right. I think I need to have some more cold IPAs.
Oh, of course. I'll have more, but as of right now, at this moment, I am not on board.
Wow.
So cheers to Wazoo. Cheers to my mom. It was her Mother's Day.
Aww. Yay, Nick and Matt's mom.
Yeah.
Yay.
Cheers to... Oh, I don't think I properly cheers to my sister. She had a monumental birthday 2 weeks ago.
Another mom, too.
Nice.
And also a mother, yes.
So many moms running around
cheers
these
to
days.
These mamas.
The unbearded brewer. I don't know what she would be called if she was a beer mom.
Yeah.
But you don't know what her below the belt beard might be.
Wow! Wow! That was Rat Stacy who said it. Not
I'm
me.
allowed to say that.
Wow!
You are, yes. You can befriend her and ask her that question.
We could be bearded brewers without having facial beards.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. It's a good thing nobody's listening at it by now. Everyone's tapped out.
They're all turned it off.
Yeah, it's all right.
You missed some great content if you turned it off before now.
Oh
well. So cold IPAs should include a prominent grain bill, predominant American hops, dry hopping during fermentation, and either a lager yeast or hybrid lager and ale yeast.
Okay.
So it doesn't say anything about being. I think it's just probably the ratio in which all of those things are happening.
I think Nick's just had the wrong ones.
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to try some more.
Story of my life, brother.
I don't really understand the style either, to be honest. Cheers to myself for birthing humanity.
Happy Mother's Day to Red Stacy.
Yeah, cheers to my mom, Stacy's mom's got it going on.
Stacy's mom.
Yeah, still?
Yep, still got it going on. I took her out to the cemetery for a butterfly release ceremony that we're doing.
All right.
Yeah, it was cool. Right. Our butterfly stayed alive the whole time, and it flew away when we opened up the little box.
It's out there. It's out there today.
Away.
Yes. Yeah. Cheers to everyone who listens to this show. Cheers to Chew Your Beer. He actually sent me a private message that wasn't creepy. So
what? You got a standard private message that a human being.
He did want to know if there was any passes to Fwib Fest.
Oh yeah, we're the source now. Mikey. We're the source now for Fwib passes. Oh shit, the Perfect Board's got their in.
I mean, maybe if he wants,
they gave us extra.
Yeah, they give us a shit ton extra. You know what? Here.
It's media. Yeah, here's 10.
Yep.
No, that's not really true. Yeah, but I think it should be cool. And cheers to everyone who listens next week when I'm not on. I know it's going to be pretty dull, just dull.
We might as well not do this show next week. I mean,
we're just gonna.
I do appreciate you.
We're just gonna come on and play voicemails, and then we'll be out.
Yeah, and before you call in, really concerned. Also, it's nothing serious, so you can absolutely be funny and make fun.
Lame.
I don't take things very seriously.
Spoiler alert!
I'm just having my nipples removed.
I'm so sick of these nipples.
Procedure.
So
elective nipple removal.
Every time I look in the mirror, there's nipples. I'm tired of it. It's enough. It's enough for the nipples.
You know what? Well, because you have to pay extra for the t-shirt bra that hides the nipples, and I just don't want to pay extra anymore.
All right. Thanks for listening to The Perfect Bar. You guys are great. Thanks to the Golden Gods. Every month they give us money. That's appreciated. The money pay us for the things.
Yeah, it won't be much longer.
Yeah.
This content is rich.
It's very, very rich. Yeah, you want to have a glass of milk when you listen to the show. You want to have a glass of milk because you're gonna want to cut that. You want to cut the richness.
Warm milk.
I've been posting our episodes on the YouTubes. If you like to listen to things on YouTube, it's on there now. In the show notes if you want to go find it. And there you go. That's all you need to know. That's good enough. Yay. Have a great week.
Yeah, of course.
Be safe.
Yes. Marginally.
Have fun.
Be good at it.
But first, it's very important because there's so much old IPAs sitting around the universe.
Guys, 5th month of 23.
Yeah.
5/23.
No more 22s.
You better have checked your dates.
Yes. And do you know what you call a pile of cats?
What?
A mountain.